Sorry, let me just put away. Did you guys enjoy that little musical intro? Sorry.
Man, you were tearing it up, my friend.
Stripe right there.
Wait, hang on. Coming in right now. Rush called. Rush just called.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse. All of you listening on the podcast and all of you joining us live. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. What a week, guys. It's only Tuesday. And let me tell you, this week has been packed full of so much stuff. We learned that hurricanes aren't hurricanes. We learned that Australia is going back to its roots and becoming a prison colony. And the latest breaking news, what? And the latest breaking news
we're 2 minutes into the show. You're already going good.
Ham Radio Dude has been vindicated by the king of the stand
breaking news indeed.
That's super breaking news.
Take that, QRZ.
The world
Wait, they're going to come back and say it's fake news anyway, so.
The world stopped
now, if you don't
30 seconds when he said that.
If you don't know what we're talking about, we had a earlier stream. It'll also be out on the podcast as a separate video or audio clip. But we had none other than Callum, the DX commander, on. We had about 45-minute conversation with him. What a great conversation, but we'll talk about that after.
Oh, my God, yeah.
We're going to go around the room here. Shane, what's up, buddy?
Well, it's been a fun week. And I would like to secondly welcome everyone on the podcast because I don't want to forget about you guys. But it's been a fantastic week for me so far. This is day number 1 of 5 days off. So I have some video recording coming out. I've released 2 videos this week.
They let you have 5 days in a row?
It's a first for me. Yeah. They told me to go home, kid. You've been here too much. Go home, kid. But no, it's been a great week so far. I'm looking forward to getting some more YouTube stuffers in there, and that way I can take a day or 2 off from not recording.
Nice. Now, what was
Man,
you just had a
I didn't
video
know it's a
premiere
second
tonight.
full-time job. I did. So tonight was the Buddy Stick Pro Deluxe from Buddy Pole. Brand new antenna coming out. According to Ham Radio 2.0, it should be on their website this evening, but we shall see. To be determined. Okay. If you have any questions about that antenna, go over to my channel, post it in the comments, and I will reply. And if I don't have the answer for you, I will get the answer for you.
Awesome.
Very good.
Joe Brett, what's up with you, buddy? Can't hear a thing you're saying. You know, mic on the phone.
Hey,
there you are. He's alive. He's alive.
Hit the button.
darn mute buttons. So anyway, we had a great weekend. We just happened to catch. Come on now, it's my moment. And found a local group that was doing their first time POTA. They had never got together and done POTA, so we went and joined them. And
nice.
So we got a lot of video to put together on that. These stuff, try to beat Shane to the punch, but whatever. Now I'm here.
Well, what did you do to your internet, man? It's lagging. You had it all fixed. You made it perfect, and then let me guess, you're like, I just need to tweak it just a little bit, and then it goes out.
We're gonna call
I guess I'm getting the.
Yeah, he's gonna be the poster child for Elon Musk's.
Daniel, he's gonna get Starlink before you do.
I can't, dude. I canceled my Starlink. I canceled it. Let's go to Beer Snack. Beer Snack. What's going on, buddy?
None. Yeah, you're looking at it. Yeah, Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. Ham radio. That's what I do. That's where I'm at. You want channel content? Go somewhere else. At the moment, that's where it's at. So earlier today, I got a notification pop up that Andy had bought us 3 beers.
Nice.
Thank you, Andy.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Andy.
Reminder,
Thank you, Andy.
Buy us a beer on Buy Me a Coffee, which makes little sense, but hey, buy us all a beer. And if you guys appreciate what we do, that's what we're there for. So we're here to have fun, right?
That's right.
Yes,
That's all we know how to do.
Very cool. And how's your shack set up? You had started to set up an antenna in the window, I believe that is correct.
So I got the MFJ center thing for the hamstick dipole, and 20 meters is way off the chart. So I just put the 40-meter sticks in there, and I'm down below 3 across the band.
Nice.
And then I'm walking around. I got the little AM crank radio, and I'm walking around my apartment, and I hold it up to the ceiling, and apparently there's something in the attic space that is throwing off so much stuff, and I'm like, that's it. I got to go portable.
Okay.
That's where it's at, man. That's what all the cool kids are doing, or at least that's what they told me.
Oh, I guess I'm not cool then. Speaking of not cool, Izzo, how you doing?
Man, you gotta hurt his feelings. This will be the second person you made cry today.
I know.
Yeah, but the first one he made cry out of good, for good things. This one's just, because he's mean.
Yeah, but it was a perfect setup for the transition from Dan to Izzo. Sorry, Izzo, you are cool in my books.
Before we started, my wife came in. She wanted to say hello to my friends, and she's like, "Who's that cool? I want to talk to that cool Molson guy." She's probably watching right now. You better be careful, Molson. You're gonna get a whoop ass. No, we're doing good. I had a day off today. Today was my day off, and did some yard work, just some final cleanup of some of these minor storms that came rolling through. I fixed my DX Commander and just buried some coax with it, and I'm. This old man's a little sore, but hey, man, we got a good diesel AJ Fernandez cigar just kind of, puffing along with us, and I want to be with my friends. I just want to be with some normal people. So
wait, you said you buried some coax with the DX Commander? I didn't know it was that versatile.
Oh yeah, man. Although the line is not exact. Who's that? Phil.
Oh, thank you, Phil.
Man, thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
I don't think Phil could join us tonight. He had a meeting tonight. But
Phil's one of those guys he's like Andy and so many others. He's always in the chats, always got something nice to say about. I've never heard anything bad come out of that man's mouth and or through his keyboard, and that's a gentleman. That is a gentleman. So thank you.
Yeah. So anything else new with you, Izzo, or pretty much same?
When are we gonna get another Smoke Signals RF video?
Yeah, seriously.
I look forward to those.
I just said I didn't want to videotape me burying coax. I just said I wasn't going to do that. Today was about me. Why can't I have a day of just about me? Why some people go get a back rub or a massage and mud bath and cucumbers over the eyes. I just wanted to bury some coax.
Yeah. Bury some coax. So you got a mud bath anyway.
Yeah, no kidding.
Actually, with all the rain that we've had over the last 2 or 3 months, burying that stuff was so easy. I actually thought I was going to have to run the garden hose and run a line and moisten up the soil. Nah.
That's good.
Yeah, we're good.
Good.
Awesome.
And went inside. I made a quick contact on 20 meters to Trinidad and Tobago, and over to another guy in Slovenia off that DX Commander on 20 meters, and it was like both 5.959. So
nice.
I happy.
Awesome. Speaking of the DX Commander, so we just had a stream at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central. Is that correct, guys?
That is correct.
Like I mentioned before, with Callum from the DX Commander, that was an awesome stream. It was about 45 minutes long, and it was honestly, guys, I really enjoyed that. And he can't be on tonight. He does want to come on for another show. We were talking with him. He wants to try and come on for a real Clubhouse show, which would be fantastic. He is officially our
Clubhouse shows.
He said he liked. He said he liked us. That was,
Yeah, that's pretty good. It took all of our budget to get him to say that, but it was
keep buying us beers, guys.
Keep buying us beers. Maybe we'll get Josh Nass to say he likes us too. I don't know, or maybe Bob.
He's been on the stream.
He has. But yeah. So, anyways, that was
where's
pretty
Gordo
awesome.
West at? Let's find out if Gordo West watches his stream.
Yeah, and So, what did you guys think? How did you any thoughts? Like, there's so many more questions that came on my mind after the stream. So I'm so happy that he wants to come on the show. Did anybody in the chat? Did you guys watch it at all? And what were your thoughts on it? And if you guys have questions that you'd like to ask Callum, when you go over to our video that we just put up, put them in the comment section, because we'd love to just take a record of those because I don't know if you guys noticed, but we didn't really ask the traditional questions that you would have when people have Callum on. We wanted to go outside of just the scope of NKI. Thank you so much for buying us 5 beers. And that would be our friend Ariel. Ariel, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, Errol.
TBJ.
TBJ.
So
Peanut butter jelly time.
yeah, that's Kilo India 4, Papa Bravo Juliet. Yeah. So, anyways, what do you guys? Any thoughts?
Well, what I found out is my suspicions were correct. The man is genuine.
Oh,
he
yeah.
takes pride. He takes pride in his everything he does. From when you get a DX Commander, you get a small white box. The family helps put together all these things. We've seen some inside work in the videos, but the family takes pride. He takes pride in everything from the design, the ordering of the certain material that he wants for it, the packaging. It goes out the door. You get it. He wants you to have fun and make it your own. But including everything he's doing on his channel, the man has pride, and so does his family. And this is not about making a bajillion dollars. This is about a man who's truly an ambassador of our hobby. He's one of many true ethical ambassadors. Well, what did I say? No, don't play this. Hey, Shaq and Greg, the next time I hear you on POTA, guess what? I'm not going to answer you. I'm not going to give you a contact. I don't need your contact. I don't need your contact.
So
You're a 3-3, buddy.
Can't hear you. Next. I love Greg. He's lucky he's my friend.
That's also straining our budget too.
We gotta stop sending in libations.
Don't make me drop my cigar.
So for those of you who listen to the podcast, Shaq and Greg says, Don talking, play the loving music. Yeah. So
I would, but I might get a copyright strike.
No, but again, we asked them questions. We all asked them some what I thought were some great questions overall about the man.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I caught him way off guard. I don't think he was ready for that. When I was asking about his hobbies outside of ham radio and what does he do to decompress and get away from things, he's just like, I don't think anyone's ever asked me that before. Just the look on his face, like you could have gave me a heads up.
Yeah.
Like, I told you, buddy, it's not scripted. You don't know what's going to be said on this show.
Yeah. No. So, just to give a heads up to those, and then I'll pass it over to Beer Snack and Joe. We want to open up the doors today to people in the clubhouse to come onto the show. We want to do a round robin later on, and if you guys want to come on, and there's a lot of you guys who watch the show that it doesn't matter if you have a YouTube channel or not. We'd love to have you on, have a discussion. If you have questions, or we can get a little bit of find out a little bit about your QTH and your setup. If you're on the Discord, you can go and hit us up in the Clubhouse General. What's the name of the channel, guys? It is the General Clubhouse Chat. Just hit us up, or send one of us a private message, or even put a message on the chat, live chat here, because we want to have you guys on. One of the things that I'd like to talk about in the future is I'd like to have some of our European friends on to talk about. We talk about, I'm in Canada, you guys are in the States, but it'd be really interesting to get a little bit more information from our European brothers and sisters over on the other side of the pond, just about local clubs, how you guys set up. And I find that European countries have such ingenuitive, but some really great installs. It's like you go on some of the QRZ pages and it's just like, I don't know, they make it look like they make anything look really good. Maybe it's just because of the picturesque cities that they're in, the European cities. You guys know what I'm talking about? You ever go on them and you're just like, wow, that looks like a really cool QTH, So I like to do that one day, have some more European flavor come on, and maybe some people from the UK. And I would like to really go around the world. It'd be awesome to have somebody from South Africa on. That would be fantastic.
That'd be fun. Yeah. I want to see somebody. Cool. I want to see somebody light up the Eiffel Tower. I want to see the Eiffel Tower get lit up. I want to see the London Eye get lit up. I want to see these things happen. Great, all these landscapes around the world. Landmarks.
We have another idea about special guests, but I don't want to put it out there. I think you guys know we talked about it, but something very cool that I like to see have happen for guests, and we'll keep you guys posted in the future. And Smoking Ape is saying he'd like to come on, but he's in his furry suit. So anyways, back to it. Joe Brett, you were in the car listening on the show. Any thoughts and comments on the show with Callum?
No, I thought it was good, man. Y'all done great. Kept it rolling and kept it away from antennas as much as you could. Although you still talked about it, but I think it was good. Hear a little something different about Callum.
Yeah.
The man likes steak. We learned that.
That's right.
And he likes it rare.
rare.
And he likes really expensive, was it wine or champagne?
Wine.
It was wine. Yep. $1,000 bottle of wine.
All I know is it starts with Chateau.
Anything with Chateau.
I would like to have, who should we have? We should have on some time is we should can DX Commander one show and have Lockie and
Rolling.
Emily.
Oh,
Emily, his daughter and
Emily.
son. We should have them on one show.
Yeah.
And it'll be, what would we call it? It'd be like ratting out the DX Commander. That's what we're going to call it.
Ratting out Dad.
That's when we can learn about the Skillitator.
Or we'll call it or call it the DS Commander Snitches. How about that?
There you
That's
go.
what we'll call it.
If that's not clickbait, I don't know what is.
Exactly.
Very good. So, Don, you were talking earlier that you were burning some coax. And so I was curious, what kind of coax did you bury? Like, what's the run length? Because I have my project coming up for the tower where I think it's a little bit further than your distance, but what exactly did you use for your coax? What reference did you use to determine that? Like, where did you, and what exactly is it to do a more of a permanent installation for your DX Commander?
Well, I've been sitting on, I bought this Massey and Poloni coax, the Airborne 10.
Okay.
Bought it back in the spring with intentions of doing it in May or June, and like every other project, I procrastinated and it was just kind of sitting there. So today being off, and I had a couple of other meetings I had to take care of during the day, so my POTA stuff got moved to tomorrow, and I said, well, I got 2.5 hours to kill, and what should we do? Let's just do it. Now, of course, I go to YouTube to see, get me some ideas. And I realize I don't have some of the tools that these professional guys have, or maybe hobbyists have. And I just pulled out a 6-inch spade that I have to break up ice here in the driveway and along. But like I said, the water content was, the grass. I got green grass. I've never had green grass in September. And I'm talking about a nice green grass. So we've, like I said, I know we picked up 8 inches or 9 inches in August. We picked up another 7 or so in July. We had June was another wet month for us here in Connecticut. So, So it was just one of those. And the DX Commander sits about 50 feet from the house. And up until now, what I do is I was always unhooking the coax so Matthew can cut the grass through the area. I mean, the radials are all buried. That was the easy part. But I still got the coax, and I didn't want the kid cutting up the coax and getting it trapped under the
snow thrower.
The snow thrower.
Yeah, the snow thrower.
So today was just one of those things. Is let me just see, and it was like I said, the grass was just so moist. It just, that it was zero effort. He came home from school. I started it. And about 15 minutes into it, he says, I'll give you a hand. And so he did the whole thing. And then we just kind of pushed it in. I borrowed Sue. She's listening. I borrowed Sue's wooden spoon. And I just pushed in a little, down the line. And I got it buried, and I'm telling myself, "Geez, I probably should have just did this back in May. Would have made it would have made it a lot easier." But so it is a burial coax. Um, I have learned that a lot of guys will use some type of PVC
I
pipe.
was just about to ask you if you
conduit.
put it in a conduit or something.
The problem is, and I've seen this just talking with landscapers and others where RF is not even low voltage lighting. A lot of lot of people, they don't drill holes in their conduit. So
Drain
what
it out.
happens? Right. So what happens to that water? It freezes. It eventually cracks the pipe, and I was But
Yeah.
talking again, the Massey people do again. It's a whole new. Those connectors are some beautiful connectors. Brian, we probably went down maybe 6 to 8 inches, and that's all you got to do. It doesn't. You don't have to go far.
Hmm.
And again, the Massey people say this is a direct burial feline. So I get 10 years out of it. I get 10 years out of it. I'll probably pull it up in a couple of years just to kind of you know. But like I said, what happened? Who went down?
Sounded like someone hit a tuning fork. I was like, "Hello."
I was like, like one of those big Asian symbols or something.
Also likes to hit his mic.
The dong. But like I said, I went downstairs. I immediately fired up the 7300, the Shack radio, and a Slovenia was coming in. And
Cool.
I didn't even recognize the call sign. It was Sugar 55 Golf. I'm like, is that what kind of? Am I hearing this right? But I went to QRZ, looked them up, and his name is Mike.
What kind of candy bar is that?
And then a few minutes later, Trinidad and Tobago, which I've never worked. I worked them on 10 meters. So there you go.
Very cool.
But tomorrow is going to be POTA day. Tomorrow's POTA day. So
very cool.
POTA.
So you only went the 6 to 8 inch because it's not a water line, so you're not worried about it going and freezing out just like a regular like an irrigation line. Those are usually standard at like 18 inches to like 3 feet, depending on where you're at. So because it's direct burial,
if I did it wrong, guess what? Or if there's a problem, we'll just pull it up, and if we have to go down deeper, at least the trench is already there. Matter of fact, I ran the lawnmower just to kind of make everything kind of like squish everything down a little more. But if I did it wrong, we'll just pull it up and we'll call it an experiment and a lesson learned. So,
well, Nancy Pelosi wires stay in place for about 40, 50 years, so you'll be good. So
it's the entirety. It's the entirety.
Zing!
They're all buried there.
They're all buried.
That's all I'm saying.
But that's one. Look at my tower project, man. Like it's such an expense that you listen. It's in reality it's pennies, but it adds up. The PVC piping, especially if you want to go with something that's like or ABS, whatever you want to use to go underground. Especially if you're going to go like a 4-inch diameter, like it adds up, and it's like it's a necessity, but it's not, and it's an accessory, but it's not. It's a convenience, and it's one of those things.
It turns out to be a project and a project.
And that's the problem when I'm looking at it, like you can just going that little extra step on every level from the coax, which obviously you don't want to cheat on the coax, you don't want to cheat on your, you add them all, your rotor cable. It makes a project that can be super, super trim as far as for financially it can just blow out of proportion. Yeah. And so taking into account like the necessity and then also trying to make it what you can do, like what can be spaced out. That's a really tough thing to do sometimes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aaron says, I have some 213 buried going to my HF antenna. Only about 3 to 4 inches. Didn't have any issues over last winter. All good so far. That's awesome.
I'll tell you one thing. That Massey and the Poloni connectors, they are an incredible. I mean, I've used the Amphanols at work, for stuff as well as ham radio and CB. But those connectors, man, that's a beefy connector. That looks like it's whoever designed that and put that stuff, again, you may pay a little bit more, but guess what? I don't want any problems later on down.
Quality.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There. So instead of maybe smoking a $12 cigar, I only do 5 or 8. You know what I mean? Guess what?
So you can't go
I
to the
was-
cigar shop. You got to go to the gas station. It's
You
okay.
go to you go to the gas station, and even if you got to get those backwoods
Black
just
and
to
mild?
cover you,
Black and mild?
a black and mild, a backwoods, Swedish Fish just to cover you for until the next paycheck.
I was watching Chuck's video, Chuck's premiere tonight. Oh, I hate that saying, Scout. Buy once, cry once.
It's true though. T.O. said that too.
I know, but here's the thing. You can do a project. If you cry once, maybe it's 10. Let's be honest here, 10 grand. Like, let's be honest. You buy a new tower, the concrete, the conduit, the couple coax. If you do antenna switcher, you just keep adding. It just keep grounding, all that stuff. It can easily be 10 grand. Or there are some ways to do it that would be maybe 2 grand, 3 grand. And so the problem is the reality is there's a big difference between 3 grand and 10 grand when 99% of people are on a strict budget.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so buy once, cry once is a very convenient thing to say. If number one, if you have a lot of money, or number two, if you don't have any intention on doing a project of that volume yourself and have to feel the impact financially. And I'm not, I understand the saying because I say that most of the time, but most people can't do that.
Well, and let me just say this, okay? And I'm gonna talk like the old man here. I got into this hobby not as a hit and run. This is an investment in my life. I love, and you guys know it. I love our hobby for a lot of reasons. But there have been times in my life when the bills got paid, and that's all the money you had. Okay, I got lucky. At one time somebody gifted me a 2-meter radio, and I went down and I got myself a mag mount antenna. Borrowed the cookie sheet from the wife. Slapped that mag mount on there. Ran the coax through the window. Guess what? When you push it down without breaking the coax, you got that. You still got maybe like a half an inch or so. Took some foam. Stole a bath towel. You know what I mean? Hey, listen. You do what you got to do. Not everybody out of the gate can do the big stuff. And if you do it in steps, again, I ran that coax on top of the lawn for the last year and a half. We played the game of moving the coax every time, once a week when we got to cut the grass. So again, if you do things in this hobby, maybe do it in steps. Get on the air.
Yeah.
Get on the air. And Daniel, our beer snack, what's that word that we have to have that begins with F?
If you
Fork?
fork.
Fun.
Fork? Oh, fun.
Get on-
Yes,
get on-
have
get
fun.
on-
Oh, fun,
Do
fun.
Yeah, don't forget about that. Let's just have some
Just gotta
fun.
have fun.
And then you get it. Now listen, we all know, and Beer Snack will tell you, Beer Snack just did a major move and this and that. But Molson, you're taking on, you and Steve also. You all taking on some serious projects, and it's fun to learn it. And truly, we build, we learn. We're really going to come out on this. But when it's all over, you're going to say, "Man, I was probably better off." But again, not everybody can afford or have the opportunity to put up a tower. But we all know those come with certain expenses, and then but you can control your expenses too. You know that.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is that buyout, that trade off, right? Because the reality is we all know somebody who saved for like a year and something for an IC 7300, right? And we know people who can barely afford for a $700 rig. So that statement works in a small community, not in the majority of people, right? Keith says, I have watched all of you guys for some time now. It seems to be buy, cry, rinse, repeat.
I'm sorry, Keith. You can never have too many antennas.
But even
Ask
so, okay. A speaker wire. How do I get myself out of this one? I have used a speaker wire antenna. It on HF, and guess what? It worked. It works. So if you have to learn where you can if you can't afford that 100-watt radio, guess what? Get that G90. Get on the radio and start having fun. There you go. There are ways around it. That's why when you go to QRZ, Daniel, and you look at all those I want to call them antenna sites on some of these guys' properties. God bless them. That's all I'll say. God bless them. If you got the money for that,
A little bit
God
jealous.
yeah, and we all know you can't take the money with you. So,
Well, I mean, you could, but it'd be kind of pointless to just kind of just sit there. But
it's just going to sit there and get kind of full of bugs on it.
kind of stale.
Yeah, Bill Gates, send me some money. You can't take it with you.
But just get on there. Just get on there and have fun and do what you got to do. And do it in steps. Just do it in steps. And you'll learn. You'll have fun. And then as more opportunities come, pick up that used tower. You don't have to buy a new tower. There's ways of buying used tower.
Steve has a story about that. Hopefully you get the audio stuff worked out.
How's my audio right now?
You're good, man.
Good.
Okay.
5'9".
Had to go over the headset, so probably move that out of the way and see.
Well, here's the thing about hold on, real quick. Here's the thing about used gear. There's no like Carfax for it either. Okay, all right. Gloucester County Amateur Radio, they just had their, they just had the tornado rip through there. Their tower is folded in half. Okay, so if they straighten it, put it back together, sell it. There's nothing that says that it was busted except for the evidence on that. But yeah, you also got to look at what you're getting for used stuff too.
Always.
And that's the largest broadcast tower in Louisiana. It was something over 2,000 feet. It's now 60 foot tall, thanks to the hurricane that just rolled through.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
They talked about that on Ham Nation. Yeah, they lost that, and they lost a 400 foot. What is it? High tension tower. Right there.
So, Ham Radio Clubhouse is officially in trouble. Whiskey 4 Foxtrot Delta Tango says.
That's everybody, Dwayne.
Sorry,
That's
Dwayne.
Sorry, Dwayne.
Wayne says, well, thanks, y'all. Watching us at the dinner table, my girlfriend just said, hey, wait, you said that stuff wasn't that expensive. But now Wayne's in trouble again because his girlfriend says, you told them that?
However,
it's Dwayne.
Susan, however, if that was Susan the other night, I believe it was last night on your POTA, fantastic. She's hooked. She had a great voice.
It is now.
She was okay. Well, that
Butter her up. Butter her up.
Going.
She was doing good. She was doing good. She was working the pile up. So guess what, Dwayne? My prediction is you're going to be able together continue to buy more ham radio equipment.
There you go.
Enhance your relationship fund. Go for it.
Hey, speaking of Dwayne, boys.
What?
Speaking of Dwayne, I heard a special announcement. I just want to say, I think it was Dwayne. Hold on. Let me look up here. Congratulations, Dwayne. I believe you're going to be a grandfather. Is that correct? Am I mistaking people here? Dwayne, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes,
it is, right?
I believe you got it right.
All right.
Congratulations, Dwayne.
Yeah.
So
Congrats.
it's not official. It's not official, but it's YouTube official. It's Clubhouse official, but not official. So
Phones in the yard.
but if you like to contribute to the baby shower gift, buy us a beer.
We'll send him an antenna or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Dwayne's got a great, and for all you don't know, Dwayne's got a great YouTube channel that he started. He's using some really fun buddy pole products and some other things going on. So check out his content.
I'm gonna start calling him the Buddy Stick Pro Guru, because anytime I have a question about it, I just hit him up in Discord and he's got the answer. And he was even nice enough to share his notes on tuning with me. So I got those printed out.
Yeah.
So what a guy! What a guy!
He's a guy.
What a guy!
Am I the only one that didn't get the Buddy Stick Pro?
No.
Yeah, I don't know where you've been, buddy.
Because it's not on the website yet. So
Well, you got to know people.
I figured my brothers would hook me up. Yeah.
What? All's fair in loving YouTube, right? Maybe.
Here, let's do it that way. Let's put the Buddy Stick Pro lovers up top there and call it done.
How about that?
You all got to play with it.
Yeah.
I haven't got to yet. It's still sitting there waiting for my antenna analyzer that just got here.
I got to use it for Shane.
I did say, I had something on that used gear because I was looking at antenna analyzers and was like, okay, all of them are freaking expensive. And I was on a whim, went to eBay, found one, and it was about $100 off of retail. And I was like, I'm going to do it on eBay. I'm going to buy it. If it sucks or if it's broken, I'll just file through eBay or through PayPal. Came today. It's got one tiny little scratch on it. The battery was completely charged. I didn't get to hook it up to an antenna, but everything seems to be working perfect. And if that's the case, I got a steal on it.
Yes, you did.
Good.
Finally. And I need it.
So once again, for the new hams out there, that's something that you don't need in the beginning. If you got the cash, that's great. But that's something that that's on your wish list as you progress.
What radios have the analyzer built in? Doesn't the G90 have one? Right?
G90's got one.
It's got a sweep on it, and can't you tell with like the 7300?
Yeah,
Well, the 7300 has an SWR on it, but I wanted to be able to see how wide or narrow the bands were. So I could put it on. I could connect it to Bluetooth, connect to the app. Thanks, Abe, for that. And then you could just send that information over to it and do a plot, so that when I do the video on it, everyone keeps saying that we don't give enough information out when we do reviews. So I'm going to take snapshots of these pictures of the screen and show exactly where the SWR sweep goes, what part of the band, and all that kind of good stuff.
Thank
Evan,
you,
Evan,
thanks,
you.
Evan.
Evan,
Y'all-
Thanks for the beer.
y'all are awesome.
And Aaron makes an excellent point too. The Nano VNAs are all out there. I've seen them on Amazon. I've seen them as well as the all the ham radio distributors. They're very affordable. Learn it.
Yes.
Again, if
Abe's got a ton of videos on those too.
exactly.
That's what I
Maybe
used
one
over
or
the
two.
weekend to get my part on that Buddy Stick Pro was taking the Nano out there. Then I go back and
I was
on
just about
40
to ask you
meters.
about that.
Yeah, 40 meters. It's kind of small for 40 meters. And you extra telescopic rod and stuff for it to make it more broad banded. But I noticed a lot of times the Nano would be showing that it was good. I'd be at one point go back to my 705 and it said, nope, need to do some more. So I'd get myself and then I could tune it down with the 705's meter. But
Joe, Brett, I could tell you, you're in my ham alert, man. You were blowing up my ham alert. I think it was on Sunday or Monday, and I'm stuck at work. And I'm stuck at work. I'm stuck at work, and I'm like, I cannot squeeze 10 minutes to run outside. To quickly set up everything out in the parking lot of the 911 center. But
It was
I
a
hope
good
you had
time.
fun. I hope you had fun.
Yeah,
Ham
if
stick
you're
on
in
the truck, that'll
Discord,
take care of it.
yeah, there you go.
HF Mobile.
Those ham sticks are like $20. You just pick whichever band. I've got a 20-meter one that I carry in the back of the vehicle. That when we were coming back from Colorado, that's when I activated the park up there. I just put the ham stick on the top of the truck. It was super simple. 20 bucks for the magnet and like 20-something bucks for the ham stick. It worked
Oh
great.
yeah, inexpensive. Ariel just said the 706 Mark II G can do it too. The band
You can sweep it.
Yeah, it does. You're right. It's small enough there, but if you know what you're looking at, sure, absolutely.
And I know the 7100 will do it. So
Yeah, well, with the Nano VNA, I was just playing with it on the truck and doing my doing the VHF UHF antenna. I'm sitting there looking at it like, why is it all screwed up? And I'm like, oh, I got to calibrate it, to come back in to go play with the antennas in the living room. Oh, got to calibrate it again.
That was one of the reasons that I went with the Rig Expert, because I've heard so many people saying you have to recalibrate, and I'm kind of simple, so I kind of liked if I could just push a button and find out what band it's on.
Which
Good to
one
go.
was it?
now, I will that when I was using my Nano, one of the guys out there come over with the I forget what model number was, the big Rig Expert, and he says, "Here, let's just see what it says compared to this," and it was right on the money.
Good.
Just a little
Yeah, I've heard they're
little bit off,
I hear.
but
Yeah. And look at Smoking Ape dropping knowledge.
Man ought to drop that furry suit and come on here for a few minutes. Say hello.
Right.
Unzip that thing.
Yeah.
What are you talking
That's
about?
what I
He probably
done.
wears it like I do all the time. Anyway,
Right.
all right. I guess I got to go hunt through his videos. I got to see how to store that calibration.
It's the store button, the save. It's pretty easy.
The Shark,
There it is.
Shark 100 is a good, inexpensive option for an analyzer. Thank you, Evan.
Thank you.
I have to look at that. So,
133 on
I'm going to
Amazon.
drop the link for the StreamYard in the Clubhouse Discord. And if you do click on the link, hold on. It doesn't mean we're not going to get to you. We'll just get to you and we have the opportunity. We only have space for 10 people. We want to do a rapid round, bring you guys in, have a discussion, questions, and then we'll kick you out when we're done with you. Once we used you, we'll lose you.
Gonna run you through like cattle.
I would like to. I want to call out a couple people I'd like to see on here, just to push you guys a little bit. I'd like to see Evan Livingston. I'd like to see Lindsay Hicks. I'd like to see Lionel, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Foxtrot Hotel. Who else, guys? I'd like to see Phil Mert. It'd be nice to have you on one time. And we got a lot of new viewers that I'm not used to. Richard was on last week. I saw him, seeing him more often. Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Bravo Romeo. I'm going to put the link in the Discord and in the general tab, and we'd love to have you guys on. We'd like to have people we haven't had on before. So if you've been on before, we'd love to have you again, but let's try and make it for some people who haven't been on before. You guys cool with that if I drop that now?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
I think Chuck needs to come in. Chuck's only been in here once, and he's got analyzer on the brain.
Well, not only that, but there's something that we should help promote. Our brothers in the YouTube world, Chuck, Jason, Tank, Adam, a bunch of them are going to be doing a little bit of hiking this weekend, and we're going to have an opportunity to maybe work them from California. So hey Chuck, if you want to hop in for a couple of minutes or so and just kind of let everyone, because by now you guys should have that itinerary all done.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I know it's changed a few times, and for safety reasons. All kidding aside, for safety reasons, it has been changed a little bit. But blow up the hammer and sprinkle that RF, everybody, and let's start chasing them.
So that's that big event they've been talking about for a while is this weekend.
Yes, they're all headed out to go hiking. So if one of I saw 2.0 in there earlier. If any of you guys want to come in and talk about that,
we'd love to
hear what you guys are planning.
Tank is going to be hiking. Tank is hiking. Exactly.
Exactly.
Right, Steve?
Where's he at?
All you have to do is say his name 3 times, right?
Just like Beatles.
Shane, I'll let you take over for this portion of the show. Over to you.
Oh wow! All right, dump it in my lap. Well, let's. Cameron, what's up, buddy?
Hey, not much. I something popped up in Discord, so I thought I'd come and say hello since I've been AWOL for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Weeks? Hell, son, we ain't seen you in months.
It's been months.
The last photo I saw was he posted one from the top of a tower. So,
for those of you, Cameron, just so for all the viewers to know, we've known Cameron for, I'd say, close to a year now, and we don't know him. He's either a cop, a tower climber, a tow truck operator. I really don't know what he is. I'm still trying to figure it out. He obviously works in a red light district because that red light in his car. But Cameron is a confusing man. Okay, I just gotta say that. So Cameron, what's up, buddy?
I'm driving my 350-mile trip home from the Blueberry Fest this weekend. It was a scorching 90 degrees yesterday. Let me tell you what, I am burnt. I am a red lobster.
well, yeah, you are. The red light above you.
You're very red.
Yeah, exactly.
That light complements your skin.
Well, 5 days standing in the sun directing drivers that don't know how to drive, that just about scorches you.
So they make this stuff.
Hey,
You go to the drugstore, right? You go to the drugstore. There's this stuff they have out there. It's called sunscreen. You heard of it?
So
You're supposed to put that on after you.
So Cameron, can you just clarify? You were directing, and were you doing parking lot attendant this weekend? Is that what you were doing?
No. I wish. No. So the Blueberry Festival in Marshall County, Indiana, there's over 500,000 people that come to the festival, right? Big carnival and a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, one of the main roads go right through the festival, basically. So people park all over town, like 4 and 5 miles out. So we have sections where we cross these people to come into the park and to cross the main highway. So police officers are only people allowed to shut the road down to cross people. So guess who had to shut the road down for a whole weekend? There was 17.
Valet. Add that to valet. Just add that to your list.
Cameron, your audio is cutting in, choppy in and out because obviously you're on your mobile device there. So
sorry.
Well, how about this? You can hear me now. We see a Discord meeting, and somebody message me or at me or whatever in a Discord meeting. I'll jump in one night when I'm not busy. Okay.
All right.
Sounds like a plan, man. Good to see you, buddy.
Drive safe.
Good to see you.
Stay off those towers.
Bye, Cameron.
Oh no, tomorrow.
Hey, Cameron,
All
aloe vera. Aloe vera will be your friend.
All right. Hey,
Take
wait,
it easy,
let me
buddy.
put them on real quick.
No.
There you go.
Watch the road.
Chuck, help us out. Chuck, help us out.
Hey, Chuck.
Bail us out, Chuck.
Hey guys, I've been reading QRZ, so
Oh, that's fun, ain't it? That's
I'm listening to you guys and reading. It's like, oh my god.
Which thread are you reading? The one that
You-
I've been
you
on
know
pretty
which-
much all day?
Yeah, that
you
one.
know,
You know which one.
Oh, I'm up for a scrap any day. Send it to me, boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Share that one in the back.
I'm surprised you haven't been in there already, Daniel.
Yeah, just go to the Buddy Stick Pro, Buddy Stick Pro
You can't miss
video
it.
that was posted. You can't miss it. There's got like 13 pages now.
It's
What time was it
weird.
posted?
It's weird that there's only there's like 4 guys that complain about on that one. I think I was up to like 4 or 5 guys, but the rest of the people are pretty good. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I usually have pretty good stuff. When I don't post there all the time. I just when I have something that's kind of new and people might want to make it. Most of my stuff's made, so they can't hit me up. Well, somebody gave it to. Nobody gave me anything, so nobody gives me anything. Nobody likes me. So.
They gave you the
That's
power
fine.
drill that you used to put the holes in it.
Oh yeah. They're just looking for ham radio guys to give drills to. Hey, so our backpacking trip has become a camping trip now. I'm really not sure where we're going to camp yet. We've got a couple of different places, and it's one of those first come first serve. It's the only forest in California that's actually still open, and it's because it's kind of a desert area. So, I think
do you close a forest.
you just
Close the
deny
gate.
access to all the camping and all that stuff. Pretty much.
Set it on fire. That's how you do it.
Well, who wants? I mean, you don't really want to be there anyhow because it's just smoke everywhere. That camping trip that I posted a few weeks ago, I wasn't even in the area that had fires and it was smoky. So,
Wow.
I mean, and they're complaining in Idaho that they're getting smoke from us.
Well,
But-
I get smoke from you over here in South Carolina, so
Yeah. Well, we like to throw it your way.
Yeah, that was
How come it wasn't you that I got the contact with in South Carolina on that one on 40? I was amazed. I was getting into the Carolinas on 40 at night. I mean,
do you
it was
remember
like
who you
6 or
got?
7 at night. No, I'd have to look it up.
I was gonna say probably KX4MI, who is my
It
previous chapter.
Doesn't sound familiar.
No?
It may have been a different state. I don't know. It was
always-
back there
He
somewhere.
always has a
It's
All you
it's
states
east,
look the
it's
same.
east
to
of
me.
Colorado.
Yeah, east of Colorado for sure. No, I was actually,
right?
tell you the
Carolina-
truth,
Carolina,
Texas.
South
I
Carolina.
hit quite a few guys in Texas that night, and they were pretty good signals. And Texas is usually on 20, Texas is really easy, but not 40. Not anymore. When I first got into ham radio, it was pretty easy, but it's changed and it's coming back. So we're going to. I wrote down. It was supposed to be like a soda thing, right? And I think
Right.
we're still going to get a soda because Christian Claiborne he's there already. He went Monday night or Monday morning, and he did one today. He said it was fairly easy. I'll tell you what, most of the ones in this area, there's always, how many of you guys do sodas?
But wait a minute. When Christian says something is easy, that's at Christian.
No. I think
Let's
I believe him before I hear the Adam say something's easy.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you there,
Adam,
man.
I've watched some of
Charlie.
Adam's videos.
Okay. All right.
I've watched some of Adam's videos. Oh, this is a easily class 1. I forget which one's worse, but it
easy
quickly
one.
turns into like
Yeah.
a 3 or a 5,
Yeah,
And his friend is like,
25 miles.
I'll wait here for you guys, That would be Chuck. I mean,
I would be the one that would get the
I ain't
helicopter
hanging on
right to the
side of a
top.
cliff. I'm not hanging on a
I'll hold
cliff
the
on
parking lot down
the
for
side
you.
of a cliff anymore. So, but I did write down 9 POTAs, and only one of them,
wow.
I think only one of them is a distance away. It's in Nevada, but we're kind of going to be on that, within 20, 30, 50 miles of Nevada line. And so we might do that one. The guys might do that on their way out. I don't know for sure. I have to look at. They're all flying into Reno, I think. The 3, it's Frank, Jason, and Charlie, and they're all ganging up there together and then coming down. And then you guys have seen Javi on my videos. He was on Mount Pacifica with us the first time, and he's gonna make it too.
Okay.
And then like Christian's already there, and then Adam, and Adam will probably do something pretty hard, I'm sure. I'm not looking to. I mean, I was dreading not so much the walk in because it was only going to be like 2 to 2.5, 3 miles. I was dreading the 10,000 feet part of it.
Yep.
Of elevation. That was the part, and not so much that part, but I might have been staying in camp depending on how well the first part went, because he says, well, some of the guys might not want to do the soda. So if he's giving that up beforehand, I'm thinking, yeah, it's probably pretty hard. And most of them haven't been activated, and that usually means one of two things: they're really hard, nobody's around there, or it's private land, right? So it's one of those 3 things, and I think it's the hard part. I think that none of them. Javi looked at him. I said, "Hey, look and see if you can find us an easy one because he's better at finding them than I am." And he's like, "Man, they all look hard there." But we will do POTUS for sure. In fact,
Chuck,
say that?
when you say hard, you mean actual access getting from point A to point, like from the campsite to.
I'm talking walking in hills like this.
Okay, that's okay. Terrain. Okay.
For me, I'm 60 years old, dude.
I'm right behind you.
And starting at 10,
I used to run
starting
uphill.
at 10,000 feet.
Yes, I used to run up hills fighting fires. I wouldn't even want to do that today.
Right, that's what I'm
So,
saying.
Yeah.
I'm right behind you. So not only is it terrain, but we're also looking at the elevation, the terrain,
Yeah, and
As
it's all
well
pretty
as-
high there.
as
Yeah.
well as a smoky condition overall environmentally.
Yeah, the only thing, what I found is if you get it high enough, when Javi and I did that one down in Southern Cal, we got up above the smoke. When I was there, I was at my son's house who lives in Lancaster, 109 degrees during the day there. We were 75 degrees on top of the mountain. It was like,
Oh,
wow,
wow.
this is like air conditioning for us, But then I had to go back, and then
Right.
my son's
Yeah.
he's trying to open a restaurant during COVID, and they're eating outside in 100-degree weather. It wasn't.
Right.
I felt bad for him. He's trying to start. He had a restaurant. He opened a second one, and the day he opened it or tried to open it, COVID hit, and so he's still trying to open it. I mean, successfully,
I learned
But,
I learned the hard way the other when we went to Colorado that I'm not as young as I used to be, and we went up on Pikes Peak, and
yeah.
I was like, oh, let's run over here and take some pictures off the edge, and I made it. I think I made it a couple hundred feet, and I was like, hey, let's not run anymore. Let's
We
walk.
drove-
Better
we
yet,
drove
let's
up
sit
there.
down for a second.
I went there for a friend of mine, a good friend of mine. He was my captain. He died of brain cancer on the job, and we have a memorial there for firefighters in near there, and so we drove up to the top of the hill, and I was like, hey, man, this looks like a really cool place to go out and do a little, throw an antenna wire up. I see all these little places I'd pull off and do it, because you can pull off in a lot of places. I get to the top, and I finally walk over to my friend, and I go, are you guys feeling weird? His wife goes, yes. I just went in the bathroom, put my head between my legs for 10 minutes because it was it's like, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's feeling bad here, It was the altitude, but that's what, 14,000?
Yeah, 14 and some change.
Yeah.
And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I should probably, because I haven't been up to the mountains as much as I normally would outside of COVID. And I was like, I should probably take one of those quick shots of O2 that you can buy in the can. I was like, you know what? A hit or two off of that, and I'll be fine.
He says they work. He says they work. We bought them.
I got up there and fingers started tingling, and I was like, you know what? I think it's time to go back down.
Ultimate status real fast.
Yeah, throw 20 or 30 pounds on your back, and
right.
Let's make it. The good thing about this trip was going to be that we were base camping, which is only like 2.5 miles in.
Right.
The original trip. And then it was from there out to the Soda Peak, which would have been just a lighter pack with just your radio and stuff. And I was taking my KX2 for that. So
we talked to a guy. We talked to a guy that was up there, and he said he was 73, and he hiked. So he hiked up to the summit and then rode the train down. And he said he made the hike. He's like, he said, I'm getting slower these days. I only made it in just under 7 hours. And I was like, what?
Wow. From where?
And he was like, from the base there at where the train station is. There's a trail there that goes up to the top.
It's like a half-hour, 45-minute drive.
He was saying when he was in his earlier years, he was 5 hours and 45 minutes from the trailhead to the summit. And I was like, good God, man.
Yeah,
you're not human.
We should have fun. I think we're gonna base out of one spot. We're gonna hit Bodie. You guys ever? I don't know if any of you guys know California.
The ghost town.
The ghost town, exactly. I've been wanting to go there for years, never been. A buddy of mine used to go, and I'd always hear after he went. It's like, well, why didn't you call me, dude? But he had a friend that he went with, and that guy didn't like camping with other people, so I never got. I mean, I could have gone myself. And then I think we might go into Yosemite. They're talking about you going into Yosemite for one day. Yeah. Because it's still open, which is surprising probably because of money, because they closed last year, so they're probably trying to stay open as long as they can. And then there's a place called Walker Lake. That might be the last one the guys do. I don't know if I'll do that one because it's if I go if it's the last day, it's away from where I need to go home. It'll be the opposite direction. That's in Nevada. Really cool area. It's desert, but it's it's a really cool area there. Really good fly fishing there. And I thought I had my fishing license, but I'm not going to buy it this late. It's not cheap here in California, believe me.
Oh, I bet.
You buy it at the beginning of the year. I've done it in the years past, like in December to go fishing, but I'm not that gung ho anymore. I love to fish, but man, somebody's got a little noise there.
Get a little hum showing up.
Yeah,
sounds like a ground. Just want to just interrupt you for a second. I'm now at the place where the cat fight is starting, and the YMCA, the guy who has a residence at the YMCA is now getting into the conversation, and he's putting on he's bringing on the boxing gloves. QRZ is such a great if
you're in there. I was like, what is he talking about? Now I know what you're talking about.
Son, we got a show to do. Go read later.
You guys are talking. I'm like, them fighting words.
No wonder you want me to take over the stream.
You know what?
Go back and find out.
Finally made it to page 2.
You know what?
Page 2 or page 3.
We're not even paying attention to the show. We're
I was sitting there listening to you guys all this time, and I'm like reading all this stuff, trying to see what's going on. It's hot here.
Chuck, I'm listening to you, Chuck.
I usually do, I'll post in there and I'll answer a few legitimate questions, and then I don't always go back to it. I've got other things. I'm moving on to my next video.
Yeah, I got stuff to do. I don't have time to go in there. If you have a question, post it in the comment section on the video.
Yeah, I'll every once in a while I'll go back, and I've been fairly lucky on my stuff in there. And like I said, most of my stuff is stuff that I've made. So they have no They have no real. Well, I did have a guy. What would he say? Oh, my little 2-meter antenna. He goes, well, elk and so and so have been doing this for years. I go, I never said I invented this, dude. I made
I was
this
just
antenna.
showing you a cheap way to make it, buddy.
Yeah.
Come on.
I got
go
the
follow
plans
somebody
for
else's
somebody
cross.
else. Yeah, it's like I didn't even answer the guy. That he answered. Well, that wasn't QRZ. That was right on my video. And I'm like,
Joseph,
okay.
shots fired, buddy.
But put that up there again. I don't have it up. So say what he said.
Sorry, you missed it. Sorry.
He's stirring the coffee pot. Is what he just did.
I saw a car in there.
So the question is
Joseph.
Coffee and Ham Radio better than the Clubhouse?
Better or different?
Listen, Chuck. My kids ask me all the time, Dad, am I your favorite? And my kids, do you ever have kids? Like, if you have kids and grandkids, you must have the same question. I tell my kids the same thing. I said, you all shine in your different aspects, and I love you for your different traits.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the shows. Is radio Ham Radio 2.0 better than HRCC? They both specialize in something completely different, and they both excel at it, and it's that simple.
Yeah, I don't know what his real name is on there though. I mean, we don't know what his real name is anyhow, right? God, I feel like I'm clipping.
I do have to, Chuck, you were saying about a comment on a YouTube video. I just have to address something. I need to apologize. I need to address something. Last week, I made a joke. I make jokes all the time. And I would appreciate, just to our viewers, we make jokes in here. I might poke a joke at Beer Snack. I might poke a joke at Shane. But there's a camaraderie that happens in the Clubhouse. Right. We're here. It's on a certain moment and a time. And I was a little bit taken back by some comments that went onto a fellow YouTuber's video after a joke that I made. And there's quite a few of them. And I would ask you guys that when we're here and we make jokes, it's a time and a place, okay? But to take that over to somebody's channel, it becomes humiliating, and demeaning. And so in good spirit is one thing, but when it goes and it's like a sword that hits in someone's side, that's another thing. So I would like to apologize for being the root of that joke. But I would ask I don't want us to change the way that we work here on the Clubhouse, but I would ask our viewers, please, guys, let's remember there's a time and a place. There's a setting in which it's done. Don't take it to somebody else's channel and humiliate them on their comment section, okay? I don't want to go any further than that, but can we work on that together and be on the same page? And I think our viewers are stand-up people. It's not everybody, it's a few. Let's just not do that. Let's be above that, okay? Yeah. Sorry, guys, I had to.
Done you brought and that done, my friend.
Shoot, I thought I did something. I thought it was my comment to Daniel tonight.
No, you thought he was calling you out, son.
I'm like, holy shit, he really took offense to that. I was just joking, dude.
I'll tell you about it later. I'll tell you after the show.
Blame it on Abe. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Dave's fault. That guy, he's an instigator.
He's an instigator.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's always trolling, so.
So we should have a good time. I mean, we're gonna do camp every night. So this is I leave Thursday, I think, Thursday morning. So it'll be Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and I'll probably come home Sunday. I think those guys leave Monday. The guys are flying in, and I think Adam's going back Sunday also.
One of the things. So for those of you who use Ham Alert, put all their call signs into their Ham Alert.
I was just about to ask Chuck if you could send me a list, and I'll put it in the description of the video. And for those of you that want to reach out and try to make contact with the guys while they're out this weekend, set it up in Ham Alert, and
I don't know.
Because if they're going to be in a photo park, they're going to want to get spotted. So watch the photo pages. Watch your regular DX. Whether you watch DX Watch or DX, what's the other one? IDX. Watch those
DX
websites.
Watch.
DX Watch. Watch them. To literally go to them.
I did say Jason and Frank were planning on trying to stream, but I don't know that we have phone service for sure. So that was really weird because that my last one that I went out, I got K6ARK, and he goes, "Oh, I got you off the Ham Alert." I'm like, I've only talked to one guy. And the guy told me he didn't know how to spot because I had no phone service. I go, "Hey, can you spot me?" "Oh, I don't really know how to do that." The next thing I do, it's and then he goes, Kilo 6 Alpha Romeo Kilo, or yeah, and I'm like, oh, Adam. If he said K6ARK, I immediately know who it is, right?
Right.
But
Well, that's like yours, you know.
Oh,
When
I
you
did
say
that
phonetically, nobody
yeah.
gets it, but you say USY and boom, everybody's got you.
Well, that was the thing with Carlos that night. I finally did went USY, and he's like, "Oh, Chuck," you know, because that's what you guys hear, and that's what I do on my stuff. And
You know what I get is every time I hear Chuck always comes in with a big signal to Mississippi, but he always jumps off frequency, or he's somebody. It's not his frequency, and I'm like, no, don't go away, Chuck. I'm going to get you one day.
what's that? You cut
In the
out
log, I'm gonna make a contact someday. I hear you all the time.
Haven't we made contact already?
Probably so.
I think we have.
We're gonna do it again.
I think I've got everybody.
All right. So Chuck, it's yourself. You said Christian. It's Christian Claiborne, right?
Yes.
And one CLC.
It'll be Javi K6 TNT. It'll be
TNT.
Jason
KC5HWB.
HW5HW.
and Frank. I mean, I should know Frank's. He yells it out he talks about it every time he puts on.
HG5HJ.
Yep.
I would just know him. I know people by their voices a lot of times. That's what gets me
You
with
said
Adam. I
N1
don't.
CLC for Christian.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Actually,
yes,
it is. Yeah, it is.
Because he was coming in today on the 20 meters. I was trying to work.
Oh, did you get him?
Trying.
Oh man, I
Ran out of the backyard, come in here, and I could hear him, and then it was fading, and then I went back out. I said, and then all of a sudden the alert popped again.
I should
Ran back inside.
Is
Josh
going to be there too?
I don't know. Josh is not going to be there. I thought he was planning on it originally, but he's not in the group. So
Adam.
So it'll be Adam. It'll be Adam, me, Kristen, Charlie. Don't forget Charlie, and Frank and Jason. There's like 7 of us, I think, total. And I don't know if we're gonna do. Now I do know I started to go down for Adam had a get together with his group down there, his soda group, and Javi actually went to it, and I had problems that I couldn't make it down. I had some things coming in the family, and I couldn't make it. And what they did down there is they all went to different sodas. And so I don't know if we might do like 2 or we might double up. My wife's not big on me going out by myself, especially if I had to climb hills. If it's a park on there, she don't care. But if I'm going up some cliff or a potential cliff or something, you know.
Of course.
That one Javi and I did in LA there, we had one spot that was like almost straight up and down. I mean, I had to use my my walking sticks to actually hold myself back so I didn't slide down on my butt at the same time. It was like, oh my God, we walked up this? You know, it was like on the way back. I don't know how I even walked up it. That was like a mile and a half in. But it was easier than Pacifico. Pacifico was like 6 miles in, I think, or 5-8, something like that. And it was like, I want to say 1,500 to 2,000 incline. I don't know, in 6 miles. But there was no water either, and we had to carry a lot of water. And water's the heavy thing. It's like 2 pounds.
Oh, yeah. So did you see the comment there from
I'm not
Keith?
looking at the thing. I didn't open it up. I didn't.
No. It was
you posted it. I didn't see it. Sorry.
Yeah. So Keith says, so when are we going to get a crack at one of those sexy HRC stickers? So I already have it pulled up.
Give me a word.
I was just about to share my screen. I've already got it ready.
What the heck with you then?
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
sorry about
doing
that,
this.
buddy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Which
so
one you want?
he's motivated me. I'm going to let me share this right quick.
Give them both.
One
Give them
second.
both.
Yeah, I'll do both of them.
How about
No,
this?
Let's do-
whoever wins gets both stickers.
How about
Yeah,
this?
absolutely.
gotta
The
know.
word is sticker with a capital S for sugar.
No. Nope.
What do you want
Don't
to do
listen to Izzo.
All right. What do you want to do then? What do you want to do then?
Stand by.
Someone's got to
There
make
you
it
go.
ground
Joe,
loop.
check your.
It's
check.
Joe Brett. It's Joe Brett.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
All right, there it is. So it is case sensitive. Drop that word in the chat We'll collect some, and the reason I said this is our absolute first giveaway. Brian, you can try again, buddy. It has an exclamation point at the end of it. So make sure you type it exactly as you see it.
Some of you guys are. I'm looking at the chat. They're not following the instructions. You got to add the explanation point.
You tell them. You tell them,
The
Don.
explanation or the exclamation?
The explanation point is.
Hey, Don, I haven't Don and I chatted about tents, and I was looking at his Eskimo tent or something similar to it. And I you know what I decided, Don, is they don't have enough. They're perfect for winter, but I don't think they have enough vending system for summertime.
With the 2 doors open, yes. But
with the 2, yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, but you could have the 2 doors open. But then again, you could still bake, a bunch of cinnamon buns in there in California heat.
Well, that's just it.
Bring it down to South Carolina.
Right. In all seriousness,
We have dry heat.
Right. No, but I don't care. I don't know. But that's why I bought the screen one for the other option. So.
Yeah. I'm looking at a different company, but they're totally out.
Oh,
Moose
Scout!
knuckle.
Scout will always. Gotta love.
So I'm showing 46 in the stream
38.
right now,
Oh,
and I've got 38. So we're gonna let this go for another 30 seconds here, and we'll see. There's 38. It's not climbing. You got just a second here.
And Shane, you want
Click
to
the
check out?
button. Click the button.
All right, here
Click
we
it.
go, my
Click
friends. Let's see who's going to win. This is going to be the absolute first one going out to anybody.
Your computer is like.
Jack and Greg does not get anything. I'll tell you right now.
Right. Look at that.
Oh, come on.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Really, Steve?
Okay, I got a set. We're good.
That's,
more than one set,
that's
dude.
because you added the exclamation point to it.
I'm sorry.
Draw again. Come on.
Yeah.
oh, mine's already gone. I'm out. Oh no, there's twice.
Watch it be like beer snack.
Look at that.
Oh,
No.
oh, it's rigged.
No,
he asked for it. It's rigged.
It'd go back to the. It'd go back to Clubhouse. That's what I put it in for.
All right, Scout. Message me on Discord, and I will send you. I will send those stickers over to you. And then also, we are going to start for those of you. Let me read something. Molson, hey, take over for a second while I'm catching up on the chat.
Oh gosh, that's danger. Danger.
Not
Give
that
him a-
chat. Not that chat. The other one.
Scout's saying redraw.
What, Scout? Our stickers aren't good enough for you? Is
Probably
that?
has them already.
He probably does have them already.
Probably has them already.
So Shane, while you read that, we are going to re-give away the stickers, and I think we're going to do another giveaway. The second one, the word will be Molson is the best. We will show you how to spell that, and it's going to be triple exclamation point, just so
Where's
you
my
know.
mute button?
Oh, be quiet. You don't have a mute button. So,
Oh, don't I though?
all right. So, guys, I have a question for you, Chuck. Now, you're preparing for this thing, but for wintertime, what are you preparing for? Are you doing any antenna work for winter? Any major projects coming up, or is it staying status quo?
Oh yeah, I'm always. You know me. I'm always working on antennas. I was going to send something to Steve here real quick. Hang on. You obviously don't know California very well, huh?
Oh, that's right. You guys
We
don't
We don't
have
have
winter.
winter. We don't really have winters.
Damn,
No, I
it's
mean,
75 degrees in
it rains like
California, then they put on
a
jackets.
month a year here. So, no, I'm. My little the last little antenna I did on the USB connector deal. I'm thinking about making a Yagi out of one of those and see if I can make it.
Yeah.
We'll see. And I'll have something else coming, I'm sure. I haven't thought. I've got a couple things kind of thinking. I just sent a picture to Steve of Claiborne's.
So Shane, you want to do?
He says Sapota today. I don't know what that meant.
Did you also see what Ape just said? You know something, Ape?
What did he say?
He is stirring the pot.
He is. He's good at it.
He's sitting
good at
home.
it.
He's watching the Hallmark Channel. And
Oh
That's
yeah,
Fridays.
it's Hallmark
That's
night for
Fridays.
that guy.
Hallmark
is
night.
Fridays.
He's got his
Right.
he's got his Coors Light.
He's telling the wife he's taking care
No,
of
no,
business.
Miller
you know,
Lite, Miller
like,
Lite.
like work business. And meanwhile, he's over here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, he threw
So-
some shots
so-
there.
There you go.
Shane, if you want to clarify, if
Sorry.
you want us, if you're hamming it forward, let me know, and we'll redraw.
So check this place. It's an arch. I forget what he called it. This is I think in Yosemite right now. Where he was at today, and this is pretty close to where he was actually activating at there, Don. If you were listening for him.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a hell of a picture. That is a hell of a picture.
Yep. And he's rocking the tank radio, you know?
Yeah.
You see it?
Is he?
Yeah,
Yes, he is.
I get it.
All right, so I just
Yeah.
got a message from Scout in Discord, and Scout would like to ham it forward. He would prefer to pay for those stickers whenever they are available to support the channel. So if you guys want to bring the screen up again that's got the draw on it, I will hit the draw button again, and we will attempt to give these away.
What's the word?
Well, I'm just redrawing from the pot
Bird.
we already got from.
Bird. Bird is the word.
Plays
Wow.
in there.
Why is Joe Brett in there?
What?
that- what-
Click it again. Click it.
Really?
Just look at
Really?
it again.
Really? My,
Click it.
you guys are going to get a kick in the pants. When the show is over.
Jeez.
I'm putting on my cowboy boots. You all going to get a kick in the pants.
Right?
Oh, it's me. Watch.
It better. Okay,
Okay.
let's stop. Stop.
Getting
I'm doing-
scary. This is,
Do a new
I'm
one.
doing another one. I'm doing
I
another
am-
one.
I
You
am.
better do something new.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
gonna have to do
like-
something different.
This is like a bad, scary movie here.
This is
Rare. You
this
guys.
is horror.
We've never had this problem. I don't know what's going on.
I know, right?
Why are you figuring that out?
That's
While you're
what we
doing
got a
that,
problem.
we're gonna give you guys a new word. Evan is saying that he's putting up a ZS6 BKW antenna. So I would look that up. That's supposed to be a modified G5 RV. I'd be curious to know like how it's improved over the original design. Do you know anything about that, guys?
That'll never work, son. I'm
Yeah.
just
This
kidding.
is G5 RV.
That's a G5 RV thing.
You
I was
can't
doing my
DX all
best.
wire. You
Did
know?
that sound like ape? Son, you got to throw that son in there.
All right, son.
So it's an
good,
optimized G5 RV design based on the original one that was done back in 1940. It'd be interesting to
I've
know.
seen that before.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know how you make out with that because, like, honestly, I have the G5 RV Junior. It's not up right now. I never had any issues with it. Listen, I guess it's a hot topic, and like you guys know, it's a hot topic. So, it'd be interesting. Evan, let us know how that goes for you.
That's right. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. You can rename a G5 RV, but it's still a G5 RV.
Well, you got to knock the guy's antenna, guys. I'm genuinely, I want to know because I hope it works out better than the standard G5 RV.
Well, I'll tell you who's rocking a G5 RV and getting a lot of POTA off of it is Caitlin.
Really?
Yeah.
On 20,
Yeah.
right? On 20.
At 20 meters, I bet, right?
That's what it's set for.
Caitlin, you
That's
tell
right.
me.
Well, Louis Varney.
Shaq and Greg. Thank you
Shaq
so
and
much,
Greg.
sir.
36.
36.
Thank you,
Back
Greg.
a piece.
That gum, son.
Thank you.
Greg,
That's a lot of
Greg,
Miller Lights.
Greg, everything bad I said about you, I still meant it, but thank you.
He still meant it.
Well, I will work you. I will work you now on my next POTA. So I will work you. I will hunt you down. I will accept
And
your
guy-
contact. Thank you.
Guys on the stream, don't put your name there. Just
Oh, sorry. I already did.
Well,
Well, Nolson won't work, so that's
Neither will Jolson.
Jolson doesn't work.
you got to
So-
put the capital and the exclamation point, not the
Exactly.
exclamation point.
As it
the
appears on
exclamation.
screen.
I'll tell you guys a quick little story about Kyle AA0Z. So he was I don't know he was doing the what's the trail, the AP with the he was hiking
He was out in the wilderness.
Yeah,
and he was having a hard time getting contacts, because he was running QRP, and he puts it in the thing, and I felt so bad because I'm calling him, and he's like, Chuck, I hear you, but I don't hear him, right? Because he's like, 10 watts or something, and I felt so bad when I watched his videos, like, oh, sorry about that. I shouldn't have really been calling you, but oh well. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys watched mine. Did you guys learn how you don't call somebody? Don't like 3 seconds into it and start calling the guy. Because I've already I'm not retyping, okay? Because I'm a slow typer anyhow. So. And I can't. I'm trying to type and listen to this guy. He had a really strong signal too. He was out of that guy was in Indiana.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was making a good haul. He was like S7, S8. I don't know, he might, but I was on 40, so if he had a Yagi, that's a big Yagi. We've got guys on the West Coast, between here and Washington, that get on in the mornings in the higher band than mine, and these guys are like, we are beaming long path to Africa. So I get on there every once in a while to listen, see if I can hear him, and I can hear him sometimes. What is wrong with him? You guys got 8 mad, man.
I know, right?
Like
he's
either that or
he's
had a
done
12
angry.
pack. That or a 12 pack. Because when he has a 12 or an 18 pack, that's what it looks like when he types.
Uh-oh.
All right, we're gonna do the draw. Then we have somebody coming on, and I'm happy this person's coming on because I heard a lot of hate about the G5 RV, and I want to hear the truth come from
the
person
source. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button. Here we go.
Wait, I didn't enter.
Well, that sucks for you.
Tough luck, princess.
It better be somebody who actually wants them.
Oh, dang it.
There we go. And you can't say no, buddy.
How
It's a done
fitting.
deal.
Actually, wait, Shaq and Greg, did you get them when we were in Alabama?
He did. He did.
Good.
I was just gonna say,
No, let's send him to him. And do another one right away, Shane. Let's just do 2 more. We'll give away 3 packs, and that's it. So we got Smoking Greg.
Shaq and
Or
Greg.
Shacking Greg. Not Smoking Greg.
Greg Shackin.
There we go.
Mike.
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
Mike's a good guy. Mike and his son, they're great people. They're good people. Excellent.
Mike will take it.
Absolutely.
Send him.
They're good people.
Hey, Mike, we'll send you 2 sets, buddy. One for you, one for your son.
Thank you, Molson. Excellent. Excellent idea.
And then one more
You
time.
really
One more time.
screenshotting?
One more time?
Yeah. I'm writing them down, boys.
That was screenshotting.
Yeah, Shane was screenshotting.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
I hate you. There we
Brad.
go.
Brad. There you go. Brad, thank you.
Big bad Brad.
There you go.
Greg says send him to someone else. He's got
Oh,
no
for
room
the
in his
love
beer
of
fridge.
God.
He says
Him
he's got
again,
no
one
room
more
in his beer
time.
fridge.
All right. It's riveting stuff right here, guys. Riveting.
Oh, yeah.
We need like
Yeah,
the
we'll pop
the Jeopardy music.
And
Kevin.
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 K9, KRA.
Thank you, Kevin.
There you go.
Let us know
There
if
you
you
go.
guys are good on QRZ. If you're not, shoot us an email, hamradioclubhouse at gmail.com, and we will get those sent out to you.
All right. So let me introduce the next guest here. Get that off the screen. My pleasure to introduce you all to Katie9, Whiskey Hotel Oscar, Caitlin, the defender of the G5 RG.
There she is.
Caitlin,
Welcome, Caitlin.
you.
Welcome.
Hey, Caitlin.
Yes.
Hey, I thought I would come and at least announce it in person a little easier than putting it on a chat. So,
Caitlin, do you have our stickers?
I do not have your stickers.
Can we please send her some stickers?
I got it. I got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got a set for her and Connor sitting right here. So.
There you go.
Well, I need your sticker.
Yeah,
All right.
it's in the box too. Don't worry
Okay,
about
I have Dawn's already. I just haven't placed any of the stickers anywhere yet. I don't know where I'm going to put them yet, but I'm collecting them.
Beverage containers work great for sticker collecting.
Yeah. I have a big water bottle collection. You can ask Steve.
it. Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
So Caitlin, you were on the Ham Nuggets. That's how I know you, from Ham Nuggets show on Temporary Offline. Introduce yourself quickly to our guests, and then let's get into it. Go ahead.
All right. Well, my call sign is Kilo Delta 9, Whiskey Hotel Oscar. Yes, that does spell who, if you were wondering at the end. I got into ham radio because of a friendly challenge from my twin. Okay, a little bit of Steve, but mostly my twin. But after that, I got into it, got POTA, and now I'm running away with POTA. I need to submit some logs and everything like that. So that's kind of what's happening in my radio world and that sort of stuff. So
Cool. Do you do a lot of POTA?
I do. I like hunting more often right now with school starting back up and that sort of thing.
Right.
I haven't been able to get out there, but I like hunting.
I like hunting too because it's easier from home. But yeah.
I have a few activations.
Yeah.
So,
hey, I think I hadn't used the map until here recently in a while. The map's changed, huh? It's gotten better for POTA.
Yeah, I didn't update it till someone else told me I probably should be updated a few versions. So I recently updated it. So yeah, there was a drastic change from when I updated it.
I didn't update anything, but it seems way easier to navigate now.
The POTA.app.
Well, yeah, it asks you if it can have your location for one, and then instead of coming up, south of Africa someplace, I come up actually where I live, which is kind of nice. I don't have to find it, But I want to talk to Steve about something afterwards if I'm still around.
Yeah,
because you're into POTA, right? You do aren't you
just a little. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
1,800 logs uploaded to date. So yeah. That's
I do. You know what? I have to thank Mike. I watched. It wasn't his video, but it was Frank's video, which you guys really should have cut the stuff if the guy's bugging you during the whole thing out, because it would have been a bit easier to follow. But the way that Mike showed how to do I don't know if this is new, but you put you put your K and then 6 and then Parks on the Air in there to send it to somebody. That's so much easier than me going back through my mail trying to find the guy I sent it to last time, or looking it up online. Is that new too?
No, it's always kind of been that way.
It has.
But people they get somebody's email and just send it to them direct.
Right.
But like for Foreland, we have 4 of us that actually upload logs.
Oh, do you?
I'm one of 4. Our 4th is just a backup, so there's 3 of us that do it full time.
Gotcha.
But yeah, and we all get the same emails, so we have it split, so we know who gets which one.
Oh, you guys all get the same. Well, I would think you would if they send it that way.
Yeah, it just goes to the mass mailbox, and we pull what we do.
So Kate, sorry, not to bring us back on topic. Goodness, sorry,
that was topic.
POTA app. Let's all no.
Somebody said squirrel.
Molson, what do you want to talk about, Molson?
I want to. So, Caitlin, what's your setup when you do your POTA? Because what's your setup?
So I'm going to go answer a question that got asked earlier, whether it was 20 meters or 40 meters. Most things actually for me are 40 meters.
Okay.
I'm a 40 meter girl. That's where I've had luck starting off. 20 meters, I've got some, depending on where, what, but I'm a 40 meter girl.
Sorry, guys.
Some have tried convincing me otherwise, but that sort of thing. Back to the question that Molson asked. Which was POTA setup. So technically I have a G90. I haven't used it that much, honestly. Partly because where I've been at has had too much noise or that sort of thing. So I also have an ICOM 7100. And then I also have I'm going to butcher his letters, but it's okay.
KM.
Thank you. KM6 ACK.
KM4
I'll
ACK.
get it right.
Kilo
KM4
Mike 4. Kilo Mike 4. Alpha Charlie Kilo.
So at one point I will finally get my POTA because I have a video of my first POTA. So eventually, whenever I have time, I'll get it up there, and you'll see that I go correcting the name of the antenna because I don't get it right anytime soon. But I have that. I usually string that up somewhere, tree, different angles, that sort of stuff, and throw it in a tree and have fun.
There you go.
Where do you normally activate at?
So normally I'm out of K1026, which is Spitlerwood State Park out of Illinois.
Okay.
So that's where I've done the most. I've done surrounding. Maybe in October we're talking about going up a little farther, up towards Chicago area, and hitting a park for the Illinois QSO party. My twin's trying to convince me.
Excellent.
Not too hard.
Caitlin, now, when you're operating, what do you use for a power source? Battery or?
Yeah, I have a LiPo 14 amp battery.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
I usually have really good luck getting into Illinois.
So Shane missed the opportunity, or Caitlin missed the opportunity, because Shane says, "Where do you normally activate?" The correct answer is a park. That's
only if you're beer snack. Only if you're beer snack.
Always.
And there's a lady present. Otherwise, I would say something else.
So and Keith is actually saying, Caitlin, what Molson really wants to ask is, how good are you at burrowing coax? And do you currently have a passport? Burying cat. I can't.
Well, I've never done it.
That's so creepy.
So no.
And it's burying, guys. Burying.
Burying.
Like blueberry.
Like a blueberry pretzel.
It's okay. He learned to put an explanation point at the end of his sentences, so it's all right.
Hey guys, I gotta get out of here. Okay.
All right,
Thanks for joining us tonight, Chuck.
Thanks for having me, and you guys make sure you listen
Chuck,
for us this week.
Have a wonderful trip.
Absolutely.
Be safe, and we look forward to talking to you when you guys get back, and have fun.
All right, thanks,
Yes,
guys.
send me all the
Caitlin
call
also,
signs.
gals.
Send me all the call signs so I can put those out there for everyone to put in Ham Alert.
Okay,
Chuck, you said that was Charlie. That's Chuck. That's Red.
Yes, Red Summit.
Okay, cool.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you guys. Hey guys, have
Good
a
night,
good night.
Chuck. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
So you're not using a G5 RV. You're using the KM4 ACK antenna.
When I'm out in the park, but when I'm at home, I have the other antenna. I'm not even going to try letters today because that's not my game.
So how did it go with the how do you enjoy the G5 RV? Do you have the full size or do you have the
I have
junior?
the junior.
Okay, so that's a different beast. No, honestly, it is. I have the junior, and I find completely different results than the actual full size G5 RV from what I've read and everything like that. So I think it's a different beast. So
I enjoy it. It works. It's what I know. Eventually, I'll venture off to something a little more. Who knows? Time will tell.
I'm a huge proponent of the NFED half wave, so just putting that out there.
Well, here's the thing: the G5 RV, for those who know how to use it, can use it. All right, they know how where it's got to go. It's good for them. Otherwise, it's right out the window. Nope. Give me the KM4 ACK. Give me my modified one. I'm good. Leave me alone. Let me put that up in the air. Put that up on the air. But Lindsay asks a question. She says she still has a lot to learn. What is Ham Alert? Ooh.
That's a he.
Is it?
So Ham Alert is an app you can download on your phone. And Beer Snack is doing the walk of shame right now.
Shame.
Here's Ham Alert is an app you can get on your phone. Just type it up, Ham Alert. It's very easy. You set up triggers. So if you go into the menu, once you open it up, you have triggers. You can add a call sign, and essentially, whenever that call sign is logged into a spotter somewhere, it'll show up on it'll give you a Ham Alert. The only downfall with this app that I find, it's really simple to set up, not a hard thing to do. Personally, sometimes you have to mute it at night times because I don't know. Some at work too. Like sometimes this thing goes off at the weirdest hours. Like who the hell's awake at this time of night? In a Poda park, or you're at church, or you're somewhere, and it's like bing, 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 and it's going off. You have to mute it. They do have an option to do a 12-hour mute. It doesn't always work. I don't know why, but it doesn't. So this is the app here. You can see. So are you logged on to the?
This is the website.
This is the website.
So hamalert.org.
Go ahead.
All right, so you go to hamalert.org on the computer. Okay, you can set up your account, your call sign, and what you would do is you go in, you can set triggers, limits, and destinations, like where to send it. So you can send it to an email, send it to send it to have your application, for you can even have text messages. Right now, the first thing I've got here is the club call sign. On 17 different modes on 4 different sources. So it's CW, single sideband, FM, digital voice, AM, MFSK. Like you go through all the modes. You put those on there. The sources are, you could have Soda Watch, the Reverse Beacon Network, DX. Hold on. The DX clusters and PSK reporter. So anywhere that the signal's heard. The thing is with POTA contacts. All right, they have to be reported to they either have to be running CW, running FT8, or that somebody has to go and report them on a DX cluster because it doesn't automatically pick up from the cluster.
Right.
So that's for that. But you could set in the call sign, what you're looking for them, like where they are and so on. So I have on here, I've got the Clubhouse, I've got, I got the Lion Hawaiian Bow, Charlie NJ7V. So, all right. So it's not hard to set up. I know I set mine off. I set up mine based upon a video that T.O. did, like almost a year ago at this point. They had to set up. How to set up Hamalert. So
maybe Beer Snack should put out a video.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the beginning of the stream here, Shane. All right, you see me on Tuesdays, you'll see me on Thursdays. If you're looking for content, go somewhere else. Someday it'll happen. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I got a message, guys, and I think this is a great thing. One of our buddies, Scout 75, Kilo Delta 9, November Juliet. He is doing a special event coming up. It's not a ham radio event, but it is it is a soda hike this weekend. So it is a soda hike. Sorry, this weekend for 46 climbs, fundraiser for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And so I think it's a great cause. And he asked us just to let our viewers know about it. I wish I would have known earlier. I would have done it at the beginning of the show. I think it's a great cause, suicide prevention. We're going to put in the links for both the affiliation, the 46 Climbs, which is the organization, and then we'll put in a link for the donation tab. And Shane, can we add it to the description of the video for those who watch later on?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to add that into there. You guys can check it out. I just think it's a great thing to promote. So there is the 46 Climbs website, and then the tiny URL for the donation. So if you can afford it, there's no pressure. Help Scout out, Shane out. He's got a great YouTube channel, Scout 75, and check him out. And I'm sure he's gonna be doing a video about it too. So help him out, guys.
Very cool. And I've been it's been requested. Lindsay, you have a set of stickers on the way, and I apologize. There, I said it. There.
Yeah. Beer Snack, you're all right. Beer Snack,
you're all right, buddy. It's okay.
You're all right in my book.
You're all right, buddy.
So, well, let's get back to the T5RV for a second. Caitlin, how many different photo parks have you hunted with that antenna?
Over 200.
Holy cow!
There you go.
And you were licensed.
34?
You were licensed when?
Well, I was licensed in September with my general, but I did not start doing POTA till I got my extra in January.
So for the last 8 months.
Man, I gotta step it up.
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
In 8 months, she's hit over 200 parks. Hunting.
That's crazy.
I'll say it again.
Wow.
Louis Varney right now is smiling. Mr.
Well,
Varney is smiling.
And I will say, Caitlin and I have been on testing sessions where one of our handlers will pop up. She'll look at me and I'll say, "Go work him." I don't even have to ask who.
Nice.
It's just go work him. Because
That's
Don,
awesome.
you were in a park one day,
Mhm.
and I knew you were in a park, and I told Caitlin you were supposed to be pointed her way. She couldn't hear you. You came through like you were sitting next to me.
Really?
Yeah, and that was the day I threw you off your game because I was like, "Oh, it's Izzo," and you just like froze.
I froze. I do. It
So,
doesn't take much.
you know. And she was so mad because I worked you. But
And Mike is absolutely correct. Again, when you're activating, thank God for the hunters. The hunters. The parks are great. The mobiles, who are also hunting. The QRPers are hunting. But Mike is absolutely right. It's
can't photo without the hunters.
You can't.
Right.
You can't. And that's the bottom line. Never ever forget that. So.
Wow. Joseph Collins says he just hit 247 unique parks, and he's been at it 10 months.
Joseph,
Being
congratulations. Nice job.
Yeah.
Another one. Nice job.
Fantastic job, guys. I feel bad now.
Way to
I'm gonna-
flex
I'm
there,
gonna-
Joseph.
I'm going to have to POTA harder.
No, that's awesome. But Caitlin,
Yes.
do you have obviously a female voice? Do you get pileups really quickly? POTAs to me, POTAs always get pileups, but like the female voice makes it right through easily.
It depends. The other day I put it in California when I was out there, and it was a very struggle to get 10 contacts. I got it, but like I spent probably a good 4 hours trying to get 10 contacts.
Wow. That's dedication right there.
I was not leaving. So
What band do you have in your house right now? Like what your antenna that's in your QTH right now? What can you work?
So I can do, well, I have the junior, so I can do 20, 40, 17, 15.
I think it does 10, doesn't it?
I think.
The junior
Yeah, it
is
does
a total of what? 51 feet total length, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And you're in Illinois. All right, we got to try and make a contact after this show.
Okay.
I'm going to find the frequency on 20. So, yeah, very good.
Excellent.
Well, Shane, we're getting to the bottom of the hour.
You mean the top of the hour?
Top of the hour.
Well, same thing. Whatever.
If you're in the technically, if you're in the southern hemisphere, yeah.
Unless
if your French is from behind, if your
Kilo.
English is from the front.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
That went downhill quick.
Yeah, as usual.
What?
Well, let's start wrapping it up. Izzo, what's coming up new in your world? What do we got? What can we expect from Smoke Signals RF? What we got next? When are we gonna see you, man?
Cigars, you could always expect a good cigar from me. Tomorrow will be a POTA day, and the next 2 weeks into September, I believe I have Mondays and Tuesdays off. And my goal is before the end of the year, but I'm going to try to do it earlier. I want to finish getting every single Connecticut park activated. I'm about 75% there. They added some new parks, so I got to recreate my list and my plan of attack to do it. And I'm going to try to get this done maybe before November 1st. I don't want to jinx myself. But I want to get and then I want to go out into Rhode Island, New York, and maybe down to Jersey, and maybe hang out with Beer Snack for a day or so. And
there you
who
go.
knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll go north and go see Daniel. I won't see Joseph. I don't want to see Joseph. Only kidding. But one other thing too. I'm gonna throw this out for an idea for clubs, maybe. Okay, I was discussing it with my exec group last night after watching TO's show last night regarding the VOA station and that museum and listening to the curator. You know, it was absolutely amazing. For any clubs, for your consideration, if you got the funds or if you have the opportunity to raise some funds, maybe create a bus trip. I'm gonna throw that out there to you, and get out to Ohio and go see the VOA. Okay, it might be a nice way of helping your club members. You know, and that's all I'll say. So, but thank you for all the support, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Don. I'm going to skip you, Beer Snack, because you said unless it's Tuesday nights, you're not doing anything.
He's so mean.
There it is. There it is.
Okay, fine.
Have
Beer
a bird,
snack-
Shane.
Beer snack.
Have a bird, Shane.
Beer Snack, don't send Shane any stickers then. Don't send
I got my own.
He got his own. No, listen, it's been rough. I got a lot of stuff to fart around here about trying to see where I could get my signal out. It doesn't help. I've got power lines right there, and you know I'm the noise in the attic. So I got a lot of figuring out to do here, but it's slowly working. I was able to get out. I was able to get out FT8. Last Thursday night, I was able to get a couple contacts, so I was happy with that. We'll just figure it out. Figure it out from here. And yeah, so Tuesday night's Clubhouse and Thursday night's FT8 off. Come and join the fun.
And you don't necessarily have to be on the stream in order to participate. If you want to just participate, just participate.
That's what I do.
And if you haven't been able to set your radio up to participate in the FT8 off, Beer Snack
update the instructions.
Beer Snack has some instructions for you to set your WSJTX up in order to participate.
Just make sure your port number's correct, Shane.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Why you always got to call me out like that?
Did you change the port numbers, Beer Snack?
Jerk face.
No, they're still the same ones they have been. It's just, that's the first thing. My score is not showing up. Check the port. Shane's like, I did check the port 3 times. No, I didn't.
Thanks, buddy. I love you. You're my favorite.
Well, it's UDP.
You're my number one.
Oh, and you're my number 2 too.
Oh,
there is a lady present.
You got a lady
Beer Snack
present here.
You're gonna go into timeout, son.
Caitlin
turned 21. She's fine.
Caitlin.
Happy birthday, Caitlin.
I apologize for Beer Snack's behavior. What can we expect from? Do you have? What's coming up next? Do you have something? I guess POTA. I presume.
Well, probably POTA at some point. But I'm working on getting. I've been asked to work with some scouts for Jamboree on the Air in October.
Ooh, nice!
So
excellent.
I'm going to work on that. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I've convinced my twin to come out and help me. So we're going to go out to our local camp where I staff this summer and get on the air and get some Cub Scouts on the air during that and see what happens. Nice. So
that's
that
awesome.
and POTA.
They get 2 merit badges for that. They get the electronics merit badge as well as the radio merit badge.
Good.
Nice.
That's for the Boy Scout level. That's for the Boy Scout level. For the Cub Scouts, it's just having fun. That's all it is. And what they stopped doing for the leadership uniforms is the amateur radio operator bar. I got one of the last ones. So
look at you.
Look at you.
Look at
You're
you,
special.
buddy.
He's so special.
So you talk about Joda, that's in October. I got to remember that one.
Yeah.
He's a man. So much things to remember here. That
And you have
Lindsay's a guy. I
the
gotta update
support
the
your parks.
instructions. October, support your parks.
That's right.
Oh my
October.
God.
That's right.
Ugh,
October,
so many
support
things.
your parks.
October 16th.
16th and 17th. Yes.
See, she already
W2.
knows.
W2HRC will be on the air.
Absolutely.
All over the air, we should say.
Both.
So the other thing is that this row currently set up, all right, down the middle here, is we're all Glarg VEs, except for the 2 of them can do sessions, like they're session managers, and I'm just a lowly VE. So
Hey, we need
Anybody?
VEs to run sessions. So
There you go.
you're not just a lonely little VE.
hey, I got a sticker, a pen, and a lanyard. I'm a happy guy.
If you made it down to Huntsville, you might have walked home with a hat, you know.
Dang.
There's this
Love you,
thing
brother.
called the mail.
Yeah,
You sure?
I may have a few.
All right, Steve. What you got coming up? I know you have an antenna build coming, or I'm sorry, a tower build coming.
Well,
Rotor build.
I do have a antenna build coming too.
That's true.
You know, I just got to make sure I get the camera close enough to it for video,
You need a telephoto lens
right? And then
or a
one
macro
that I did
lens.
today.
Oh, nice!
So
I've always wanted one of those. Those are cool.
yeah,
Oh, look at that.
I filmed that today. It's actually sitting here on my desk working. So I just need to edit the video. and get it
Slightly
done.
jealous.
Did they flip the 5s for the 2s in the Nixie clock?
No, that's
No?
that's how they. That's
Show
how
us
they look
again.
at it.
Show us again, please.
Yep. So transition back over.
Oh, that
Make
looks
it full
like upside
screen.
down, too.
Can you do a full screen? There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
When it
really
says 52, when it says
I
52,
know what
take
I
another
saw.
picture and drop it in Discord.
Yeah, there you go.
Hang on, I've got a 2150 one right now, so I'll just snap that picture right now.
Wait for 2 minutes. Joe Brett has been editing like
I
there's
know.
nobody's business. He
have
poded. Yeah, roll with it, brother. Just say you have been editing like crazy.
No, I've got
You
to
got a
edit
video.
like
You got a
her.
video.
Dude.
You've got video coming on POTA. You got on 17 meters, and you talked to Panama.
Look at that.
Right. Got it on video too. That was a good thing. I was
Nice.
actually
Nice.
recording, so,
Nice. Excellent.
So yeah, we got a buddy stick video to do and the POTA video to try to get a whole lot of work during the week. So you might beat me to it, Shane.
I don't have a lot of free time. Even though I'm off, I've got a lot of stuff to do. So I may beat you to the tuning video, but that's about it.
Look at Steve.
Danielson. I've always wanted to say that. Danielson.
Oh, Danny boy.
The pipes are
Okay.
cold.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah,
What? When are we
you're
gonna get a? When are we gonna get a
you're
We
five-
Build We Learn?
It should be this weekend. But
Nice.
Steve, your 5 is upside down. It's a 2 upside down. Come on, fix it.
Hey, that's
here
the
he
Nixie
goes.
kids, you know?
Right at the end of the show, Molson's gonna just let loose now. Over a 2 and a 5.
You know what? So everybody's like, he's getting ready for a Molson rant. There's really nothing. The only thing I can rant about these days is politics. Like, there's not much to rant. You guys got to send me something, topics to rant about.
Save that for 80 meters.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, there was a question before. Dwayne had a question about the sticker packs. We don't want to do it any other way except for if you hit that link above the Buy Me a Coffee for right now, we would love to send a gratitude back to you, to those who have been so generous to support us. And that is it. So
I think that's the easiest way instead of trying to PayPal it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that the YouTubes are happy. We are not asking you to do so in order to get you to subscribe, like, or anything else to this channel. So if you would like to pay for your sticker pack through the Buy Me a Coffee, we have that set up. And we can do it that way. There's no price on them. Just whatever the minimum amount is on the Buy Me a Coffee. Just throw it in there. We'll get you some stickers.
It's called the KISS
That's-
method. Keep it
Yeah, keep it simple.
simple. That's all, folks.
yeah.
And just
So
be
that's-
patient with us. It might take a little bit to get them to you. We gotta get some logistics sorted out.
Yeah. I Don's already coming with suggestions. HT are nothing more than QRP radios of the VHF UHF realm.
Save it for next. Listen, save it for next week.
We are making this note. HT VHF
SKT is
UHF.
good. SKT is good. Look at that.
QRP.
Besides for that, work life is getting back into things are starting to still busy, but be more controlled. So I have projects I'm going to be filming and bringing out. And in 2 weeks, I'm on vacation. So I'll be doing a bunch of stuff over vacation. So expect some new videos coming out, guys. We build, we learn.
Fantastic. Well, I guess it just leaves me So tonight I had a video coming out about the Buddy Stick Pro. Go to the channel, check that out. I also released a review on the Pac-10 Mini NFET Half Wave. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, that one posted on Monday. Tomorrow, this has been a busy week. Tomorrow, before the Good Game stream, Ham Radio Dude and I are going to go live and talk about the hot air balloon on the air.
In
and
the
Daniel's
air?
giving me the finger.
What?
Oh,
I like to make a motion
second.
to have Caitlin,
I'm off my
KD9,
game.
Whiskey Hotel Oscar, as a member of the Ham Radio Clubhouse.
I second.
Yes.
All in
go.
favor.
All right.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hey,
Welcome,
to the club,
Caitlin. Welcome,
Caitlin.
welcome.
Caitlin, welcome aboard.
Thanks.
bless your heart.
You can't
I'm
get
sorry.
kicked out. You can't get kicked out, so don't even
Yeah,
try.
don't worry about it.
It's Hotel California. You can go home.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, so in the Glord Discord, there's a Hotel California channel.
Nice.
You know, so
That's why Glar's going to hell. Sorry.
All right, so yeah, all right, hold on. So hot air balloons on the air, or hot air balloons in the air?
see
So
all the above.
hot air balloons on the air. This will be aeronautical mobile. We're going to take off from a airport just northwest of Dallas, and we'll be in the air for a couple of hours. And we're going to have an HF rig and a 2 meter 70 centimeter rig, and we're going to try to make as many contacts as we can while we're in the air.
Very cool. You're gonna have yourself a charcuterie board or a whole bunch of.
No, because then I can't eat or drink anything because then I'll look at that.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, my friend. That's
Thank you,
awesome.
Wayne.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Dwayne.
And-
I don't want to eat or drink anything prior to because I want to be focused, and I don't want to have to end the flight soon because I have to stop and water a tree and then take off again.
You're not going to find a rest stop.
So, yeah.
You're
Just let it fly.
worried,
Just
you're
let it
just
fly.
worried that the 1 pound hamburger and the French fries are going to overweigh the balloon. Come on, that's what you're worried about.
Well, it's in the morning, so it'd be a breakfast burrito, so we're good to go.
and technically, it's on the air for both things because you're talking about you're heating the air up density wise, right? So you're on the air and you are on the air.
We're
So-
in the air and on the air.
Shane,
And on the air, in the
I
air.
thought Dude said you were going to have to do one of those Impossible burgers.
No, Shane does not eat fake meat. I'm sorry, I refuse. Kyle, that is September the 25th is what it's scheduled for, and I will tweet out the link to the stream for tomorrow. Whenever I get that stream, I'll also post it in Discord. I'll try to get it out as many places as I can so that you can come join us. If not, if I miss it, go to Ham Radio Dude's channel, and he should have an upcoming tab, an upcoming live stream tab, and check that link there, and you can join us tomorrow. It'll be right before Good Games, so that we can get that live stream done. We're just going to talk about radios, plans, what were our ideas. We're just going to start spitballing, kind of get some people interested. All that kind of fun stuff.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to
Sounds
it.
like fun.
I've flown a lot of things. The only thing I have yet to fly on is a hot air balloon.
So they're gonna let you actually pilot it, or you're just gonna have to sit there in the basket?
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do but sit there and squeeze a button that's got a giant torch attached to it. But
Ooh,
one of my
fire.
friends is that's part of my Facebook group, the North Texas Aviators. Janet Patton, she owns a balloon company here in Dallas. She's graciously offered to take us up, and she was okay with us putting the stuff on the balloon as far as radio things. So can't wait.
Dwayne.
Awesome.
I'm not jumping out of a balloon. We're not going to fly that
Yes,
high.
yes, he will. Yes, he will.
No, I'm not.
It's a base jump. Come on.
I'm not a parachutist. Sorry, buddy.
Dwayne.
You don't jump out of perfectly good airplanes?
Scout, you should comment that during the stream tomorrow.
Yes.
Kyle, so far we're up to 360 party balloons in order to make that basket float.
Just like the movie Up.
And if we can get everything set up in time, Dude and I may participate in the FT8 off with a special call sign and a POTA park just to see if we can't dominate the FT8 off. But anyway, that's all I've got coming up. Thank everybody. Actually, one more thing. If you're listening on the podcast, because people on the podcast weren't able to participate in the drawing, so if you're on the podcast and you're listening to this, the first person. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should just put this on the podcast because I know there's some guy here in this chat that's going to take away. The first person that will send me my call sign, and I've announced it a couple times, send me my call sign, and I will send you a sticker pack. For those on the podcast, be nice, guys. If you're on the podcast and you could not participate tonight, send me my call sign. Exactly. There you go.
Got it done.
And you can you can send that to hamradioclubhouse@gmail.com. Just say, hey, I'm from the podcast, and the first person that sends that to me. And if you send me an email before I post the podcast, I'll know you're a liar. You're a liar. A dirty dog.
You're going to hell with Clark.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Awkward wave. Thanks so much. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye, everybody.